So remember how they used to say that you need a very broad set of skills as an affiliate, but also just in general as an entrepreneur to really make it in the online marketing or just any business. You know, they said you need to get like experience with negotiation, with networking and stuff like that. And also a lot of stuff about stuff that has to do with mindset, and if you don't have those things you're not going to be able to function as an entrepreneur. So it has to do like 50% has to do with technical skills like video editing or just like coding and stuff like that, and 50% was anything that had to do with the social stuff, how to convince people to work for you, how to be a better manager, how to negotiate better deals and stuff like that. And I feel like we've reached a point where this isn't, the future. Right now, if you don't have a very low even level of those skills, you're not gonna make it, honestly. So I wanted to share with you two ideas that I learned through personal development courses, through reading books, but mainly through two things. One, my therapy sessions, and two, just the coaching, the one-on-one coaching that I went to. So, and this isn't something that you're gonna read in a book or something like that. This is like my interpretation of it. So how I actually implemented it into my business and life. So the first thing is 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 20. That's the headline, and that is also something that is in my book. But the idea is usually what happens is that something bad happens, whether it's inside our personal life or inside our campaigns. So, for example, I had a fight with my girlfriend. Someone, didn't come to work on time. I had to do more work than I thought I would. Or if we're talking about campaigns, then this offer wasn't working good, and I tried doing that, and then I tried going to another affiliate network, and this affiliate manager fucked me up, and Facebook blocked my accounts and stuff like that. So usually what happens is that we go to other people and we start talking with them about how this didn't work and blah blah blah, and we're basically campaigning and convincing them and ourselves on why it didn't work. What happens is something crazy. When you add this and this and this thing all together, this isn't 3. It comes out as 20. Why? This is just the way it works. Your brain is basically aimed towards or focused at explaining or victimizing yourselves, and basically when you do that, then you have lots of reasons to why it didn't work, but also the main thing is that it's gonna stop you from trying again, or it's gonna hold you back at the very least. So make sure that you, one, are aware of that this happened, and this doesn't have to do with this, and this doesn't have to do with this, basically. And the second thing is that you're not campaigning, because really when you speak it, when you actually say it, when it turns into words that come out of your mouth, that really reinforces it, and it's much harder to get out of that loop. Okay, it's gonna get you into a place where you actually think that someone either knows a secret that you don't know, or some stuff like that. You're gonna look at the wrong places. It's not a good mindset to be in as an entrepreneur. You're 100% gonna miss on opportunities. You want to step out of it. You want to bounce back when something bad happens and understand that this is a part of the game. And honestly, one of the highest levels that you can reach to when we're talking about just encountering any kind of like block is understanding that, if anything, this is an indicator that you're on your way to reaching whatever you want to do. So that's the first thing. The second thing is really something big that really I've seen so many affiliates that were just losing it and really falling out of the space or losing big opportunities. And basically what happens is, and this is really after a lot of consultations, what they do is they rationalize, legitimize, they get into a fixation, and then they lose motivation. And I know it sounds like like I'm rhyming here, but really, I'm gonna repeat it and then I'm gonna explain it. It sounds like complete gibberish at the beginning. Someone rationalizes something, they legitimize something, they get fixated on something, and then they lose motivation. So what happens is that something bad happens to you, whether in real life or with a campaign. Doesn't really matter. Um, so for example, you tried running an offer and you got your account banned, okay, or you're losing lots of money, okay. So what happens is that first of all, you rationalize things. You tell other people, I did that and I really worked hard on the creatives and I spent money and I spent some time and I paid this guy, blah blah blah, but he never delivered. And you're really rationalizing the idea. Sometimes it's very rational to begin with, and sometimes you're making it real, just half of it is your interpretation of the situation. The minute that you did that, you basically legitimized it. You've made that the center focus of why things didn't work. It's legitimized, you made it reality, you made it a fact. Usually we do it because we talk about it over and over and stuff like that. What happens next is that we get into a fixation mode. So what happens is that we look at our story, whatever the story may be. Someone stole my bike and this is why I lost the client because I couldn't get to the meeting on time, blah blah blah. We get really fixated on why the bike were stolen and why this campaign didn't work and why that account was banned and blah blah blah, and everyone's against us. And basically what you're doing, because you're fixated and really obsessed with something that you're campaigning for by telling everyone, is that you lose the motivation to get out of it. Because even a shitty place is a warm place. A shitty place is a warm place. You want to stay. You already know the reasons. You become throughout time, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about because this happens to everyone. You become very good at convincing people. The first 5-10 times that you tell the story to friends and family, you're gonna hear some rejections, some questions. You're gonna remember the answers, and you're gonna get better at answering them. Basically, that's the point where you lose motivation to get out of that place. And I've seen so many affiliates, 1, 2, 3 years, they're killing it. They're making lots of money. Something bad happens. A partner leaves them. Someone steals money from them. Their business manager gets banned. And everything goes to shit. So, just make sure these are my 2 big rules that I keep on reminding myself how important they are. I really hope this has impacted you in some kind of way. If it did, make sure that you share this video to as many people as possible, especially entrepreneurs, but honestly, this could help anyone.